He wasn't always like this. A monster. Before the mask, before the kidnapping, Ethan was just a boy who lost everything. Hey, it's me again, Romax, and we are back again with another theory. And guys, don't forget, I also do gaming as well. And let's get started. But before we do that, please like, subscribe for more content. Horror Tale is an episodic horror game series made by Euphoria Games, a small game studio founded in early 2019 with their first successful game, Deathbog. And that game, it was scary, man. I can't even lie to you. It was scary, but it was so good. Okay, that came out wrong, but anyway, our story begins with us playing as a kid named Tom, or Tommy, in Illinois, USA in August 1999, and we read a note from our mother saying that we need to get some eggs and take it to our friend Harry, and two other children, Billy and Emma, are still being searched for. Basically, she's part of a manhunt looking for these kids who have been possibly kidnapped. So we get the eggs, and on our way to Harry's, we get jumped by the kidnapper. And using our big brain, we escape and we meet Harry at our hideout. And it's a treehouse. It's nothing special, it's just a treehouse. And I don't like Harry. I really don't like Harry. He's useless throughout the game. He just sits there and being like, man, shut up. I don't like you. There's only one scene I loved and you ruined it. I thought you were dead, my guy. But it was just ketchup. Where did you even get the burger? Finding all these items we needed to find because this guy is too lazy to do anything. He fortifies. Thankfully, he fortifies the treehouse, and the kidnapper just breaks in and takes Harry. I don't know why he left us, but he took Harry, obviously as a good friend. Tommy, he went to look for his friend Harry, and he found out Harry became a wooden doll. Yes, a wooden doll, swirl with other children, but Harry mostly did. Which led to our second game, Horror Tale 2, Samantha. So it continues. We wake up in a cell. We always got caught, obviously, and now we escape again because we're smart. But like, how smart is Tommy? Like, is it because of... And this is the most concerning part of the whole game, is that no adults notice that some of these kids are going missing. Like, Tommy's mother, like, she doesn't even know he's gone. Like, what? But anyway, we meet an Afro girl and her name's Samantha. And she too is trapped, but she's tied by a metal shackle on her ankle. And we try to get her out, but then she tells us to go get items and everything. And also we almost get killed. And by literally, in the first scene, we see our kidnapper literally throws an axe at us, which is not an axe, a pickaxe. Yeah, pickaxe, which was actually diabolical. Like, if we missed that pole, what would have happened to us? Like, really. Back to topic, we collect items again. We help Samantha to knock out our kidnapper with some sleeping pills. You want to know how? By putting it in the food, because he likes eating with Samantha apparently. And yeah, bro thinks he got game. Listen to this.
Let's add some romance to it.
Yeah, so we distract him. She puts the sleeping pills in the thing, the food, of course. I call it a thing because that food doesn't look like food at all. Like, at all, it doesn't look like food. Plan almost works, but a stupid cockroach ruined it. He literally snitched on us, getting Samantha backslapped by the kidnapper. Then we had to run for our lives through a maze which seemed infinite and get caught. He literally threatened us with almost going to tie us up. Then Samantha, my goat, she ain't as useless as Harry. She knocks him out with a shovel. And then we are in a we sitting outside in a sunrise, and yeah, she kisses Tom on the cheek, and wait, is that part even necessary? Yes? Okay. And she tells us something about the witch, which apparently it was true. She does exist, And there was a ritual in the woods which the kidnapper showed her, and the mask looks like a wolf or fox, I actually don't know, leading to our third game. In Horror Tale 3, we are now in Tom's house. Finally, we get to be in the house, not in some shack sleeping on the floor, and still his mother is nowhere to be found, and Samantha is injured due to using a blowtorch to get off the chain and everything. So yeah, she was obviously going to be injured either way, and we found out our kidnapper's name is Ethan. I don't know how we found that out, but yeah, we found that out. After getting some supplies to help Samantha with her leg, the point of this episode, I don't even know what to call it at this point, but that wasn't actually the point of this. The actual point is that Samantha wants us to use a camera to take a picture of all these symbols which have been all around the game so far, and we go for that. We go throughout the game, we get some pictures, we collect some items to make a potion to cancel out the witch's spell, which we found out from a book from Ralph, who was in the sewers for that time because he was actually chased by Ethan, and he hasn't eaten for a while, and he stinks pretty bad, obviously. But after getting all the symbols, they actually fade because of the light, because they are weakened in light. We get Ethan's sister's water gun so we can add the potion in it, and we find out that Samantha has been kidnapped once again, and we have been told to go to the circus. We go to the circus, and then we get jumped by the witch and the kidnapper, but luckily, us with Ultra Instinct, we spray Ethan in the face with the thing. With the potion, yeah. And apparently Tommy thinks he's Naruto or something. Then he starts using Talk No Jitsu on Ethan and the witch, and try to tell the witch the power of friendship is going to save us, which it didn't work, and he just got himself turned into a wooden doll. And Ethan, who was actually pursuing us and being the most menacing thing I've ever seen throughout video game history with his powers and everything, he's now sitting there useless saying, "Tommy, no!" We're like, what? And the witch tells Ethan that he's going to have his reunion and summons his sister in a blaze of fire, pretty much leaving us at another cliffhanger, which leaves us with a lot to unpack. So let's get into it. As we know from what I explained, it's 1999 and Tom lives at Lakewitch, and there have been rumors about a witch, and her name is Wanda. Not that one. Or that one. Okay. Anyway, we find out that our kidnapper Ethan was actually from a mental asylum, which he escaped due to a newspaper article which we find later in the games, and also that Ethan's backstory is actually quite sad. According to a newspaper article within the game, a fire broke out at Ethan's home, and I think it actually got both his sister and father, since they're literally nowhere found in the game except in Horror Tale 3, where she came out from a blaze of fire, possibly meaning that she could have died. And of course, that would have broken him to being taken into a mental asylum. But as we heard in the third game, which I want to show you the clip, there you see, he calls the witch Wanda his father, which obviously for some of us is pretty weird. Like, why you call a woman dad, not mom or something? But it's actually will make more sense after I explain it. Due to his mind being fractured, it makes it easier for Wanda to actually hypnotize him into fooling him that she is his father, basically, therefore making him do her bidding. And Ethan isn't going to question his father if he promises a reunion with his sister, which she does fulfill in the third game, but I don't think it's the reunion he actually wanted, but you get what you get. We have seen Ethan and his sister's mask, Ethan with a rabbit mask and his sister with a wolf mask, which actually stood out to me because they are siblings, but in context, those two animals don't actually get along. They're more like hunter and prey. But if I explain the meanings, it actually makes it more sense than I actually thought. Like how rabbits actually are depicted as meek, easily controlled, and vulnerable. which actually fits Ethan, our kidnapper. He was controlled by Wanda very easily, and he was the first. And he was vulnerable since his family died, and all he wanted was friends. That's the wooden doll thing, and I'm probably sure that it was used in summoning his sister, but I digress. As for his sister, the wolf, which is depicted as a strong, powerful, and loyal being, it just proves that his sister is gonna be much more capable than him as a pursuer, and it's more likely that she ain't gonna come out of that hypnotization that easily, and which is gonna be quite interesting in how they're gonna portray her in the fourth game. And we know there's a wizard. This is just Harry Potter, but we're all pretty sure that this wizard is most likely gone because he went to a circus called the Death Park, but everyone knows that anything with that name, you are done for. You're cooked. With that clown, you're cooked. But that wizard actually helped us, which makes me think that he has a history with Wanda and actually wants to stop her. Hopefully, if he is still alive, hopefully. Yeah, I think he is. Now, what's in future? We're obviously going to have to play as Ethan, who will have to save everybody, including his sister. And we'll obviously do some puzzles. Samantha could help us because we didn't see what happened to her. And the grown-ups will obviously do nothing. So, that's all I found. So, yeah, that's all for now. At least. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite game. And I'll see you in the next one. Romax out.